This episode of the Poundcast. Oh, sorry. Did you want to?
No, I like that. You're doing it. You take
Oh,
over.
so this episode of the Poundcast is brought to you by Louisville Vegan Jerky, which you can find at louisvilleveganfoods.com. It's 100% meatless jerky with flavors such as perfect pepperoni, South Carolina barbecue, or just Carolina barbecue. They unify the Carolinas with one Carolina, and it's just one barbecue to rule them all in Carolina barbecue, coming to a theater near you.
That's right,
And
Brian. And they are offering the Poundcast listeners a special deal. 20% off your entire order. 20. If you go to louisvilleveganfoods.com, use the code word Poundcast,
you get
and you're going to
20% off an
be,
order. I
yeah,
mean, that's
it's like incredible.
it's twice as good as it normally is, for deals usually.
It'll
Because
taste
usually
better.
deals.
It'll taste better knowing that you're using the Poundcast code word to get that discount.
And the stuff is good. It's handbagged in the United States. It has a shelf life of 9 months. And I think you're going to love it. And once again, that code word is Poundcast for 20% off.
right.
You can also get it in the stores too if you want.
You can, yeah. Whole Foods, and I believe Sprouts has it.
They also have
And
chocolate. They've got other stuff.
they
Whatever.
got great
toppings.
stuff. Just go to the website and see what you think, Just
See what you think. Just
at least do
browse.
that. At least log into
Just
louisvilleveganfoods.com.
go
No big
there,
deal.
browse, see what you like,
Yeah.
and then do whatever else you have to do. Go to the then go to the
And go
bathroom.
to a different site,
Yeah, then go to google.com, whatever you
Yeah.
want.
So another way to support us is to subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/poundcast. And it's only the cheapest subscription right now is $2 a month. And it's going up on May 5th to $5 because we've been giving you an incredible bargain. The cheapest Patreon that exists
in the country and maybe the world.
Yeah, is ours. Pretty much. But you know what? It's going to go up because
on 5/5, it's going to 5.
On May 5th, it's going to 5. 5/5 to 5. So get in now or you'll be hurting.
Get in now or forever hold your peace. And look, there's
That's
some people
right.
in there that are still in there from $1. Hey, they got in early.
So yeah, what else? We had a great conversation just now with Charlotte Lindèn Ercoli Coe, aka Charles. She has a new song out, and we didn't talk about. We talked a little bit about music. We talked a little bit about this and that. We talked a little bit about this.
And if you want to see what he just did, you can look at the video version of the podcast, which is on youtube.com/thepoundcast. And
that's right, youtube.com/thepoundcast there.
And you can also check us out on Instagram, which is the Poundcast, and also Twitter, which is the Poundcast.
Yeah, and another thing about the Patreon is you get bonus, longer, extended episodes that we call After Dark, and we do an After Dark with Charlotte. And also, you know what? Charles drops an incredible story at the end of the main episode today. That I'm still thinking about. It's pretty insane, right, Brent?
There was so many interesting things. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. No.
Well, the code word is Kohler that she told me.
Got it.
That story. So you're gonna want to listen to this one. We always have a great time talking to her. And the After Dark was pretty good too. She was talking about some interesting.
We talked about dreams too.
We talked. Brent was reading off some of his dreams. We learned about her method of making music, which I won't spoil because it's pretty interesting.
Right.
Anyway.
And, yeah.
Yeah. So we also have a Discord, and sometimes I'll go onto the Poundcast Discord. I'll say, hey, so-and-so is our guest this week. Got any questions? And I'll read your questions. But this week, a couple questions came in. I asked them, but get on the Discord. If you do Discord, get on there.
Did you did ask all the questions that were on there?
Well, there was 2. And actually, no, I asked one of them. But
okay, well, say no more.
But basically we answered it. Yeah. So Anyway,
Hey, well, look, great job, doing that and fielding those questions, Doug, and slipping them in very seamlessly into the conversation. Or, shall we move on to the show?
yeah, let's move on. So
We've got what's the
as
let's look-
the
we got a remix.
the Patreon subscribers have been remixing the theme song, and they've been making some kick butt remixes. And who do we have this week, Brent?
I mean, these people are artists. They're true artists, these people making these remixes. And I just hope people appreciate what these people are doing because they are so good. And this one we're gonna have is this one's from Isaac Tollestrup from New Zealand. And he has a band called Nootropica, Nootropica.
So like Nootropica.
Nootropica. And usually what we do is we play 35 seconds or so or of it in the beginning, and then you hear the whole thing at the end. But this one's short, so we're just going to hear the whole thing on this one. So yeah, here it is. Here's the new Poundcast theme song remix. Enjoy that, and we'll be back with Charlotte, otherwise known as
AKA
Charles.
Charles, let's roll the clip.
Let's roll the clip.
Talking on the Poundcast, Doug and Brent, talking to each other, Doug and Brent. What will they talk about today? Doug and Brent are talking to some pimples. Doug and Brent will talk to their friends, and Doug and Brent.
All right, I'm rolling. And what I was saying was, I need better lighting. I need that halo light.
Yeah, you need the
I got this light in the back, and I got light here, and I need to get those angles going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to be looking swole for the camera.
You guys know how to do the model face?
Wait, how do you do it? Do it.
You go like, smile.
Uh-huh.
Okay, smile, Brent.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And Charlotte, you can try it too. Smile.
And then you like close your eyes or something. There's
No,
like
then you like keep your eyes there. Then you move your mouth down. And you like, I don't know, you like.
Wait, what are you doing? I'm trying
I
to.
forgot how it works.
Okay, look, give me the steps and I'll do it right now. Just give me every step. Go.
Well, Cora walked us through it once, didn't she? Where it's like,
Cora.
just look normal. She's a model that we had out here. You like look normal, but then you like, hold on. You like open your mouth, just like let it hang. So it's like.
But wait, do you smile first?
I feel too on display performing like that.
I just want Brent to do it, really.
Hey, tell me, just tell me what to do. My face is your canvas.
Yeah,
Go.
there are steps that you take. So tell us the steps, the right steps.
Yeah, give me every step. Smile first, right?
Step one,
I have to
you
look
see-
at. I'm sorry. I gotta look it up real quick.
Okay.
Okay, smile without your eyes.
Without my eyes?
Smile.
Yeah.
Smile.
Smile without your eyes.
Okay. Am I supposed to show teeth or?
Is he just frozen or is that?
No, that's me. That's the real me.
Okay, hold on.
Wait, do I smile without my eyes? Meaning, if you smile with your eyes, you're kind of doing this, right?
Step two, you scream without moving your mouth at all. Just keep dropping your
Okay.
mouth and then
Smile without your eyes. Without your eyes raised.
Okay.
Smile without your eyes.
Smile without your eyes. So go.
he's doing it.
Okay, ready?
Am I supposed
Raise
to
your
show teeth?
eyebrows. Smile without your eyes. Go, Brent. Raise your eyebrows.
He's doing it. He's
Stop
doing it.
smiling.
Huh?
Now stop smiling. That's your model face.
Screenshot. Don't worry.
Hi, I'm a model. Hi, I need a circle light. It's kind
Whoa,
of
that's
hard
a
to hold.
ventriloquism
Yeah, I can.
going. Wow.
So
Hi.
Here's mine. Okay, ready? You
Follow
go.
me on Instagram.
Wow.
It's like this.
I like that.
Smile without your eyes. Raise your eyebrows.
You telling me to do
Stop
this?
smiling.
Wait, smile.
Doug.
Here's my model face. Here we go. Smile without my eyes. Right eyes. Stop smiling.
You look like a cadaver.
Doug, you do look like a model. You are a model.
Shut up.
I'm serious. You did. I'm not. It sounded like I was being sarcastic. I was being serious. Okay, Charlotte, go. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Wait, I'm trying. Really, I'm
Okay,
clenching.
look into the camera. Smile.
Smile without your eyes.
Smile without your eyes.
Yeah, just go like this.
Okay. Now
Now
raise
raise
those
your
eyebrows.
eyebrows. No, stop smiling.
And stop smiling.
That's it. We got one frame of it.
I saw it. I saw it for a frame. It was there.
Yeah,
I
there's
saw
a frame
it.
of it.
If you can just stop it there, if you're recording this, then we'll all have one.
Well, look, Charles, you've been on the show before, and we were excited to get you back because I knew it
Yeah,
was.
I want to know why.
Well, now is the time because you have a cool new song out. And you have another album coming out?
No, I don't want to talk about that. Seriously.
Oh my God.
Hey, that's fine. We can just talk about faces, and we could just talk about smiling without eyes.
Okay.
No,
Well,
it's fine. We can talk.
I think that's cool because most people want to like plug their thing, and you're like, I don't even want to talk about that.
I have no, in spite of myself, I'll talk about it. But yes, it's true. That's a thing that is happening that I made, and
Well,
good.
I mean, I just want to know, how do you make the music?
I will tell you exactly how I make it.
We could talk about technical stuff, not about like, what are the lyrics about?
Right. And I also want to talk about, I would like to ask why you don't want to talk about it, if that is something you would want to talk about.
That's fine. I just find the whole thing embarrassing, and I just enjoy doing it, and I have never put anything out officially because I just don't want to ruin the fun of doing it. And it's usually out of some sort of enormous emotional tragedy that is happening in my life, and that's like where I go to sort of get it all out. But the way that I make it.
Wait, back up real quick. So the only time you make music is because it's just like
profound suffering. Well, I mean,
you need to channel your suffering into something, and music is what you do. You're not gonna do a sculpture, for example, or maybe get into like lawnmower repair. You'll do.
Well, I did briefly get deeply into building go-karts for that exact reason.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Look
I'm
at me.
definitely.
I was kind of like not even that far off.
No, I'm just kidding. That's a complete
Oh.
lie. But I wish that was the case. But yeah, music tends to be the one, just because it's the only way I can really experience or feel emotions. I think like I have to listen to music to sort of heighten what I already feel, and I'm so numb to emotion in my daily life, I guess, that when I listen to the Phantom of the Opera soundtrack every Wednesday morning while I eat my scone in my car, that's like when I feel the most. And so when I record music, I'm trying to just feel as much as possible. I don't know, it's the only way that I can really feel stuff is through when music is on. You guys understand? You're raising your hands. Go. Sorry.
I would say that yes. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, I think, isn't music the most emotionally like it gives you the most emotional feelings? Music of all the arts.
Yeah, it does. I feel like it's a channel and into how I'm feeling. And when it's the second it turns off, I'm not feeling it anymore. It just brings up what's inside. It's
So
strange.
if we were to rank the arts into how much it affects you, or like not you, but like humans, I would put music at number one. That's like, there's something about music and the sound waves and the different ones, the way that they're combined, it'll make you emotional. Will it make you happy, or it'll like, make you feel melancholy in a happy, sad way. And then number two, probably coming in at number two, reality TV, perhaps. I mean, I don't know. It's like it can be an emotional roller coaster. Just kidding, but
Then number 3 would probably be having a really intense bowel movement. You just start, you're pushing so hard, and then
yeah, but
finally it
Brent,
comes
that's
out.
not an art. I'm talking about art forms, but I guess
Oh,
to you,
it's an
that's
art. It's an art to me.
okay.
Short forms.
Okay, sorry to digress there, but
The short form, yeah.
so yeah, how do you? What tools do you use? I'm just curious.
I just I have this little USB microphone and a tiny Casio keyboard that may or may not be behind me, a bass, and I just record into GarageBand. But I like doing it in my car because that's like the only time I feel like I have privacy. So yeah, so I have a thing that I do. I record music typically on a Wednesday. I go and get a scone from my favorite scone vendor, and then I will listen to the Phantom of the Opera soundtrack until the scone is over. And then I will have my laptop and I'll record music in my car, and it's called Scone Day. It happens on a Wednesday, and it's like the music recording day. Scone
Wow,
music.
that is so interesting. Sorry, go ahead, Brent.
Did we talk about Phantom of the Opera last time you were here, or what?
I think you and I have
We've talked about it privately.
Privately, maybe.
Because okay, maybe I said this to you privately already, but just to everybody else, the Phantom of the Opera is one of the best
It probably is the best.
works of art I've ever seen, or witnessed, or it's not just seen, but listened to and seen and everything.
Like the performance of it, not the soundtrack necessarily.
Well, the soundtrack, it'd be all of it, everything. But I love the soundtrack, and I love the whole thing too, the whole live performance as well. But when I was in England for a year, that was the number one. I saw a lot of stuff around Europe. I saw famous works by all the masters, right, all over Europe. And the best piece I saw, or the one that moved me the most, Phantom of the Opera.
It's beautiful. It's a triumph. I feel like it has the most profoundly beautiful melodies in the songs of anything ever written. Every song could be on the top 10 charts on the radio. The way that
I would, for me, every song is a hit in that, maybe except for one track, which is not as much of a hit, but all of them pretty much
the
are.
majority of it is incredible.
I would say 90% of it is a hit maker. 95%. What are your top tracks? Sorry, Doug. What are your top tracks? I'm just curious.
All I ask of you, what's it called? The blah 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 of no return. The
Point of No Return. That's my top track, I think.
Incredible. I love that they bring guitar in on that song. It's so well done. I draw so much inspiration melodically from that soundtrack and My Fair Lady, and then just like random. I love good musical tracks.
Look, I don't get emotion.
I just like to say one thing. I don't know anything about Phantom of the Opera. I did a little quick Google search here. I'm seeing some problems right away. The guy's wearing a mask, but his mouth isn't covered. That's number one. That's pretty much my only problem with it.
Right.
I don't know anything about it, but it is surprising that it was from the 80s, 1986. I thought it was like one of these classic, like, like musicals from the 50s or something.
Well, it's
written a long time ago. Yeah, go Brett.
I just want to say this, that I'm not that emotional. I mean, or at least I don't allow for my emotions to be expressed that much, or I don't know what I'm trying to say in that regard, but what I'm trying to say is this: I don't get moved that much by stuff, but Phantom of the Opera, when I saw that in person during that Point of No Return song, I cried.
Yeah.
When I listen to it, even just the audio, it makes me, I've cried listening to it, and it makes me want to cry.
Yeah. I feel bad for Doug because he has no idea what we're talking about, and I feel bad that he's not enlightened to how wonderful it is, and you'll just have to find out after this. We'll make you listen to it.
Doug,
it's great driving music. You should
okay. You know what? I'm going to check it out. I'm open-minded. Typically musicals, when I see them,
don't even think about it like that. Just you should like a good song when you hear a good song, and at the end of the day, they're just good songs. Don't even think about the fact that it's a whatever. Just
don't see it in the theater as a musical.
do whatever you want. I'm just saying.
No, it's actually it is a great experience as a theater musical. I mean, it's so good. I mean,
Yeah. After this, we should look into some tickets.
you know, what would be fun? What if we went to a high school performance of it or something like that?
Don't even get me started. Yes.
I did that with a friend of mine. I don't know. Obviously, it was before the pandemic happened, but we went to a high school. We had this thought it might be fun to go to high school musicals, and we went to a high school musical, Beverly Hills High School, and it was kind of high budget. We were impressed. It was really pretty impressive set design stuff, and
the show.
the talent was good.
What was the show?
It was the what is it called? What's I can't believe I can't remember this. Not the drunken, but it's not something like the tipsy host or something like that. What's it called? I'm forgetting the name now. The tipsy host or the drunken host. What was it?
Well, while you remember that, if I could just make a quick recommendation for high school or middle school productions, Peter Pan, because they always try to add an element of suspension where they like get the kids on strings, and there's always a fiasco. There's always an accident.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen some Peter Pan fails.
Peter Pan fails is one of my favorite YouTube compilations.
Wow, I didn't know that was a thing.
Actually,
body waves of
do people call you Charles or Charlotte or
typically Charles
or Lot?
Carlotta. My dad calls me Carlotta.
Ija has an Italian accent, right?
Yeah, like if you ever like hanging out with friends and you guys have YouTube on the big screen, what's your go-to clips?
Well, I actually made one that I put on. There's nothing. This is a bit overboard, but I took my favorite YouTube videos and made a compilation video of all of them, and then I put that onto my YouTube, and I put that on when I have people over. It just plays all of the best, and there's a lot of Peter Pan fails. But my favorite YouTube video of all time is, to this day, Trumpet Fight. Obviously.
Trumpet fights?
Trumpet fights. Come on.
What's that? Oh, is that your friend that yells at the trumpeter?
Yes. I was just with him last week.
I saw that. I think we might have asked you about him last time. But for those who don't know, he's the guy that's like yelling at a trumpeter who's just kind of practicing on a sidewalk.
I mean, come on, there's a lot more to it than that. But yes, that's what it looks like in the video. There was a good reason behind it.
Please tell us, what are we missing? Because it just looks like he is a bitter.
Okay.
He's being a hater. So what's up with that guy?
He's not at all. He's the most peace-loving, vegan, guy you'll ever meet. He's not nasty in any way, but he lives on the Lower East Side. His name is Doug as well. And he lives next to like a sacred Jewish square, and it was on a high holiday where they were honoring the Holocaust. They were remembering the Holocaust or whatever, not honoring it. And that guy just came along, and he was playing trumpet as sort of like it was almost like a fuck you to like the Jews or whatever. So he came over and he like had a word with him, and he commenced with the trumpet playing, which he thought was bad trumpet playing, and that's the explosion you see on screen.
Wow. So now that I have the context, I'm kind of I'm team Doug. You know, us Dougs. First of all, us Dougs got to stick together.
And every time I hang out with him, I try to rile him up to see that side of him, and I just can't get him there. He's so kind and gentle and lovely.
Do people ever see, when you're hanging out with him, do people see him on the street and they're like, hey, you're the guy who hates the trumpeter?
I asked him that the other day, and he said people recognize him often, but whenever I'm with him, no one does. Maybe they do in their minds. Brent.
So it's called The Drowsy Chaperone. That was the musical. Okay, so moving on to trumpet fights. When you first said trumpet fights, I was thinking of two trumpeters and just blasting each other hard with sound, just, you know what I mean? Just really blasting each other hard, with just, what is the thing called? Whatever, bell to bell, like the bells of the trumpet are sort of, right on top of each other, just blasting sound into the other bell and blasting it back.
I was thinking it was like guys with holding a trumpet and they're just kind of like fighting with it as a weapon.
Right.
That is what it sounds like. It was the wrong name for that video.
What about this? What if we can see somebody's face? It's a trumpet blasting someone's face with the sound, and you see their face getting, sort of, there's like spit and wind that is just blowing them away. It's kind of like the Maxwell tape commercial where the guy sitting in the chair, the wind is blasting him, but it's a trumpet right in front of his face. Kind of interesting.
So back to your car recordings.
In the meeting we have about it later.
So did you really record your whole album in your car?
A lot of it, not the whole thing, but like I just have that routine of Wednesdays with the scones and the music and the
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's in your car.
When you're like the keyboard parts and stuff, are you kind of like making those in GarageBand too?
I have two things. I have a Casio physical keyboard.
Right.
I also have a MIDI keyboard that I can play like pads into my computer. And then I have like this Roland XP10 that I haven't used in a long time, but like I recorded a lot of the album before that on there, and I really like pedals on keyboards. So a lot of keyboard into pedals, just into GarageBand. I don't know. I don't play anything actually.
And all this is plugged into the cigarette lighter, or
into that. No, I don't need power into my laptop.
That'd be cool if you turned your bedroom into like an interior of a car. So it's like you're always in a car. What if there was someone that like always wanted to be in a car? So like the inside of their house looks like a big car. Then you go in and there's like big steering wheels and all the furniture is like.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
because.
Brent. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead, Charlotte. Go.
No, I was just gonna say you have a Honda Civic 2014.
It's 17.
17. Does yours have a screen on the inside?
It does.
It would be cool if you could do an in to that and record music on your Honda Civic screen. That's what I thought you meant by the cigarette thing. That was to do it directly in.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. It'd be cool to be able to.
Then I wouldn't have to bring a laptop in there. It would be great.
Yeah, what if you could play your car as an instrument, and the different, just like the different levers and stuff can do different sound, whatever, or something like that.
Somebody needs
the horn. There's a horn already, yeah.
Somebody needs to do that where they hook up a synth to your car. So like when you press the windows going up and down, that's like changing the notes, and then the steering wheel is like a pitch wheel or like a filter, and then the gas pedal is the volume. I mean, and then all the dials on if you turn up the AC, that's like another note. Like
it's like
nobody could do that.
Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins being the one-man band.
I could see that being at a modern art museum.
Well, I was going to say that, or it doesn't need to be hooked up to a synthesizer or anything, where you're just sort of trying to capture the tones of the sounds that your car makes. So
well, that's kind of what, not to sound like an asshole, I don't really know anything about Brian Eno, but I do know that one of his albums he was recording stuff that made sounds in the hospital room he was in.
Who?
Brian Eno, of course.
Oh, Brian Eno.
Yeah, so the window, the window sound, there's a freak, that's a note. What is that note? Let's figure it out.
There's a note, yeah. You could figure that out really easily.
I guess you could sample every sound effect that your car can make and then have this, have these different sounds. I don't know. I wonder if you could arrange that into something musical. I'm sure you can.
I think that's been done. I feel like I've seen that YouTube video. I saw that YouTube video a long time ago.
You're right. You know what?
I'm
that's
just
probably
saying I want all the electronics to be
Down.
MIDI controllers kind of thing. You know?
well, that would be cool too. You were talking about the car and, like your room looking like a car. You know how it's really easy to fall asleep in a car if you're a passenger?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't feel that way? It's a very comfortable feeling. And well, when I was a kid, at least, if I was in the car, I would feel so comfortable and I would just fall asleep and I would want to sleep in the car. And so I'm just kind of feeling like that's a good idea to make a room like a car so that you can sleep in it.
Or make like a car room where you can, let's say your bedroom is a car.
Yeah.
Just go in there and you get that lap belt and then you just you sleep right there.
What about an indoor, or sometimes, I mean, I've done this definitely as an adult, is sometimes just sitting in the car and hanging out in the car,
Oh yeah.
just hanging out and talking. What if you had that in your house? So there's a section of like a corner of the room where you go in, you sit down, and you are in this sort of tighter area with the other person. You can kind of talk, and it's like you're in a car.
I mean, I have been thinking a lot about building simulators recently. I think that's a good idea. What room would it be in? The bathroom? It would have to be a pretty small room. Or it would just be like a sort of a pod in a big room that you would enter, sort of like one of those death rockets that you launch yourself into the stratosphere when you want to commit suicide. It would just be a pod in your house.
That would be cool too, to have like an ejection room.
Yeah, you eject yourself into the next realm.
Yeah, an ejection seat in your house too.
But okay, no, never mind. But yeah.
What were you gonna say? You got excited and what?
Well, I recently signed a contract with the New York Times as a video director, and they haven't given me any tasks, and it's been like 6 months. I just haven't done anything for them. But they said like pitch us ideas, and I was saying like I really want to build a 9/11 simulator.
Oh my God.
And they did not like that idea, but I've just been thinking a lot about simulators. Anyway, that's just what I was thinking about.
You know what? The other a few episodes ago, we were talking about like alternative haunted houses. 9/11 haunted house would be
Yeah, no, exactly. It would be
pretty dang scary.
well, I want to do like an installation where someone with like a fake ass is inside of a 9/11 simulator. And that's the whole thing. I just want those two things to collide.
A fake butt?
Yeah, because like I have this obsession with the thought of like, what if you like had a fake ass, but then like something horrible was happening around you? Like you would feel pretty stupid having a fake ass. So it's really interesting to build a 9/11 simulator and put like Kim Kardashian in it or something and just like watch that. It would be amazing.
So you think like there's an emergency, a horrible event like 9/11 has happened.
Yes.
That person finds themselves caught in it, and then they're thinking to themselves, look how important life is, and
Yes.
look at my ass.
Was it worth
What have I
it?
done?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Or are they trying to be really protective of their butt? That
They might say their butt.
I spent $10,000 on this thing. I cannot get this,
Right.
like this can't get messed up,
It could save their life though. So maybe they would be happy that they made that investment.
Yes. What if people spent more money on body parts, like expensive asses and stuff? Maybe people will be nicer and they'll drive safer too.
Mm-hmm. Did I tell you guys that I got this guy that I worked with to sign a contract and got it notarized saying that if I raised $1,000, he would get ass implants and I would like have to pay for the surgery, obviously. But anyway, I'm obsessed with people getting fake asses.
Wait, it's only
I'll chip in.
It's only $1,000 to get implants on your butt?
Yeah, he only wanted $1,000 and he signed a contract.
Oh,
saying
he
like,
wants $1,000, but
Yes.
getting the implants is going to cost more.
it's going to cost me significant money, but I can get him a cheap surgery. There's
Wait,
no.
who would do this for $1,000?
I know, $1,000. I said, what's the least amount of money that I would have to pay you for you to sign this right now? And at first he was like $100,000, and I said, well, what about 99,000? I kept on bringing it down, and then we got down to 1,000 because he was an intern where I was working, so he was desperate for money. So I took advantage of that. Sorry.
Doug?
And yeah, that's the whole
Wait, so
story.
New York Times, butt boy over here. How many? Are you just like writing up contracts every day, or what?
Yes, I was the one that wrote up the contract with the New York Times for them to. No, I signed something with the New York Times.
I know. I'm just kidding. I'm
That
just
was
kidding.
that would be cool if I presented them with the contract to hire
So
me.
the last time we talked to you, you had a job. You were an editor somewhere.
Yes.
Do you have that job still?
No, I quit. I quit like a month after I spoke with you guys
Why?
Really? Wow.
because I was on my third warning and they didn't fire me. And so I left that job and I got a better job. And then I quit that job and now I'm freelance and everything's fantastic.
What kind of stuff do you do freelance now?
I've just been mainly directing commercials and working on like The Misunderstanding.
Yeah, the film we were talking about last time.
Yeah,
We're anxious to see. We're anxious to go to the premiere. Hopefully, we'll get
me
invited.
too. Me too.
What-
Hopefully.
What commercial? What are the commercials that you've been doing?
I'm doing one right now for a pretty big. I don't know if I should. Who cares? I'm
Don't
doing
say
one
no.
for-
Don't say anything incriminating about anything. Just say vague
I'm doing it
terms.
for a big fragrance company right now, which is really fun because they're letting me do whatever I want, and so it's pretty much anytime someone lets me direct a commercial, I just choose a scene from my movie that I want to make. And then I make that the commercial. So pretty soon, like every job I get, I'll be able to put them all together and it will be like my film.
That's a great idea too. You want to make a film? Just make a bunch of commercials and make them all be
I've just been tricking.
scenes from your film.
That's
Right.
that's the only way
Wow.
these days.
So, were you in New York filming The Misunderstanding, or what were you doing there with Doug?
Well, it was for the commercial, but I put Doug in the commercial and I'm not kidding, like it was actually a scene from my movie, but I found a way to work it into this commercial. It'll only be like 5 seconds of the whole thing. It'll just be a flash and the rest of it. But technically,
Do they know that you have these plans, like the company that you're
I
making the
think
commercial
so.
for?
I think so.
And they don't care?
No, they don't know that. But it's fine. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. It's for them. It's not actually.
Well, I know they get their commercial regardless. They get a commercial.
Yes,
as they contracted you, right? So
yes.
It's
They-
for
they got
it's
to.
for you for them.
Yes, they're helping me help them.
do you like to push the envelope and
Break boundaries.
break
Am I
boundaries?
edgy?
Yeah.
And burn bridges. No, I'm just kidding.
No, not necessarily. I like creating situations that are amusing to me and hanging out with people that make me laugh and filming it and having it as sort of like a souvenir of a good day. That's really all making videos is to me. And I just
Oh,
like doing that.
souvenir of a good day.
I mean, it is
You have the
because I
best
just
like outlook on a lot of stuff here.
the people in them might not feel like it was a good day because I'm setting them up in really weird situations, but like it's all like a theater of cruelty sort of thing.
But when they watch it back later,
Of course, it's always
they're gonna watch it over and over and over because they're gonna cherish it.
It's
But
like
during
high
it,
school.
it might be kind of annoying.
It's like a high school yearbook. You hated school or whatever, and then you look back at your yearbook and you think, oh, like, haha, you're amused. It's a good memory, even though it was bad, or maybe not, but it's that kind of thing.
I have two questions.
All right, let's go with number 2 first.
Well, number 2 was how much money would it take for you, Doug, to get butt implants? But number 1 was, I can't remember if we maybe talked. I might have asked this last time you were here because I asked this to a lot of people because I'm always curious. But what were you like in high school?
Me or her?
Her. Well, I
Well,
know
you-
Doug.
Well, you said you, and then you again.
Sorry.
So we're like,
Sorry,
who's
it funny. I was looking at Charlotte when I said it, so
we can't
assumed
tell
she
who
knew
you're
us.
looking at.
I want to know the least amount of money for both of you as well before we move forward.
Okay, so let's get the butt implants down, and then I want to know your
But
price
you guys
as well.
have to say, you guys have to come up with the answer and then say them at the same time because I don't want you to influence each other at all.
Okay.
And then we'll
Okay,
negotiate.
what about, can you play too? And you say
Oh
your answer?
man, I never mirrored it back onto myself.
Now, Brent, when I get first of all, have you seen my ass? I need like a reduction. I could be a donor. Okay. Donate.
No,
Okay.
but it has to get bigger. I'm sorry.
Like when I donate organs, I only put butt, like on my
Ass meat.
Butt only.
butt only. That's gonna go to some lucky.
It's a sticker. It's a sticker on the driver's license. It says donor, and then next to it, there's another sub sticker that says butt only.
Oh my
And it's like shaped like a
God.
butt. It's like a bubbly.
Yeah, each cheek. The first cheek says butt. The second cheek says only.
It's like an upside down heart kind of shape. It's like
Yeah.
butt.
Can you specify that? That would be so great if you could be like just the whatever. You should. It's your body, I guess.
I wouldn't do it for any amount that wouldn't like I would sacrifice myself to have this stupid ass to benefit the greater good of the world. Like it would have to be like hundreds of millions. That way I could do something that would save some forest, or
All right,
you know what I mean? Like I don't want to just like have $1 million and then
you have to
none of
give me an
that.
exact number. You
It
have
has to
give me
do
something to
like
live
I can't live with myself. If it's for selfish reasons, like I want to buy a mansion. It's got to be like so much money that I could help other people, and then I see the joy in other things and other.
We don't need to know what you're going to do with the money. I just want to talk numbers. I want to know what the least amount of money is.
Wait,
Go,
can we take
tell
the
me.
can we take the implants out after we
Well,
get them in?
I
No,
just
that was in the contract. It said you have to do it for a year minimum.
Okay. Oh, a year, and then you
a
can take them
year.
out.
Okay, the number's coming down then. I'm gonna get
See,
the
no,
mansion then.
Right.
I know how to negotiate this.
Well,
All
hold
right.
on. If you
Tell
get
me-
your implants removed, does it leave a scar somewhere? Well, maybe it's worth the scar, I guess. But yeah.
It's worth the scar.
I'm gonna I have to look up to see what the minimum number of dollars is, where I don't have to like work again, and I could live comfortably.
I'm ready
I'm
with my
basically
answer.
like retire right now, so I'm talking like
It's
10 mil.
Me, I'm talking a trill, probably.
Brent, you can have an ass for a year.
Oh
You
my-
already stayed in your apartment for a year. Just do that one more year.
I know, but then I have those scars. I'm gonna have those butt scars.
No
you
one's
know?
no one will ever see those.
All right, I guess 2,000. I mean, I got to have some standards here.
Well, there you go. That's what I thought, Brent.
No.
$1,999.
No, to be honest, I need a lot of money because I don't want to put something in my body that I don't want to be there.
Yeah, but
And-
Brent, think about all that money you can.
No,
can
no.
get that
It would
house-
have
you can get
honestly, it
that
would-
two-story house you want in Larchmont.
Right. It would be at least $10 million, at least.
Okay, how about
Um,
9,999?
Come on, 9 million, 9 million.
Actually, honestly, the thought of it makes me feel bad. It makes me want to cry as if I was watching The Phantom of the Opera. I feel moved by it. No, I'm just kidding.
Charles, question.
Yeah.
How big does that ass have to be?
Like you're going up like 3 cup sizes.
Are we
I don't
talking
know,
like
cup sizes.
cartoonish XL?
Yes.
You know what's funny is, are they cups? Is butt size cup size, or is it like plate size or bowl size?
Bowls.
You know, they're bowls. Yeah.
It's bowls.
They're bowls.
You gotta go 3 bowl sizes. It's
You're
like
going-
toilet bowl.
Yeah, I am a 36 D bowl.
It's even
double
worse
bowl
if it's
size.
only like a subtle change. Like if you only go up 1 bowl size, that's worse than if you go up 5, because then people think that that's just you. But if it's an obvious stunt, then that's better.
If they
You wanna
are,
go up a couple-
if you have a really big butt, is there such thing as a butt bra?
There's-
You
I
know?
think that's what pants are, because pants are so tight,
Well, no, but something for
yoga
underneath the
pants.
pants.
like a jock strap kind of thing.
Something that will secure the cheeks in such a way that they won't be
Keep them
jiggling
pressed,
around too much.
because,
You know?
because
Wait, Brett.
the cheeks separate from time
Yeah.
to time. You need them to be pushed.
Yeah. So that you can have a nice little crack going, you know?
Brent, what
The
about that
cheese-
thing I showed you?
Well, that's not a butt bra, but that, I mean, it could be. But what you showed me was really good, though.
Maybe I'll show you.
What is
Can I do a screen share real quick?
Oh yeah, let me make that available to you.
Oh, hold on. I gotta.
Hold on.
he has to close a couple windows?
I think to undergo this operation stuff,
I want to
we
get it
have
in its own window. Here we go.
I think
got
I
it.
need 20 million or 50,
Oh,
probably 100
come
million.
on. You said 10 million. You do
I
it for
know.
5
The more I
million.
think about it, the more I go up, because I want to be able to do a thing where I can finance every project I ever wanted to work on. I get the dream house. You know, I can pay for a surrogate woman to have my baby, you know.
Okay, can you guys see this?
That's beautiful, Brent.
Charles, can you see it?
Yeah, it's a polo one piece.
So it's a polo onesie for a man. So the bottom part looks like, well, it looks like a little baby's thing, you know?
It look
But then he's bringing the professionalism with
It's
the
so
polo.
funny.
No, it's designed so your shirt will never come untucked, because it's like
Yeah, no, I know all
part
about
of your. I'm just describing for the audio listeners. It's like, yeah, it's a polo, and then at the bottom is like underwear briefs, but it's all one thing. So that would hold up your butt, Brent.
Yeah, but he wants it to be on display. He wants people to get
Well,
a taste of that.
yeah, I want you to be able to show. You want
Filling
people
out
to
of the
show it
jeans.
off.
Yeah, exactly. He wants something that has that lift, but it also has that coverage, but it also has it on display a little bit so people can see the cheeks put together.
You see how he's looking over to the side
right.
there, the guy on the left?
Yeah.
What do you think he's looking at? And like, what is his vibe right here?
I think he's looking at that other guy.
He's just
The
like,
guy, he's looking at the guy in the photo thinking, I wonder if that guy's wearing one of my things. You know, I wonder
What's
if
the,
he's like, is that guy wearing a tuck-in shirt also, or
what's the exact number of guys that have like cried watching child pornography in one of those? I wonder.
well, that's not something I want to. I don't know. I think that's this is not a creepy thing. It's for professional men.
I have a question actually. When someone gets an erection wearing those things, what happens? You know,
It stifles it.
does it pop the snaps open? You know what I mean? Like, will the shirt get untucked? Is
Yeah,
what
it has
it's-
that emergency release, like one of those seatbelts that don't choke kids or whatever.
exactly.
What if a guy went on a date, right? And they get back, one thing leads to another, and he takes his pants off and she sees that.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Well, I
well,
think
it's the wrong woman if she has a problem with it. That's for sure. So it's a real easy way to weed out the bad ones. Any good woman.
It sounds like a lot of work to weed out the bad ones. You go on a date, everything goes great, everything's perfect. You get to finally taking your pants off, and then she's out of here. It's like you got to start from square one again. What do you got to get back on?
Were they
Maya? What do you got to do?
well, what if he says, wait, don't go yet. Watch this. And then he just pops a hard boner and it unsnaps it really quickly. And he's like, how do you like that? And then she's like, okay,
And she
well,
changes
hey,
her mind.
that I could get into. Now, here's another thought. If you see a guy walking around the street and he's wearing one of those shirts, but it's undone and it's been untucked, you know that he popped a boner earlier that day.
Oh my God, it's unsnapped and it's hanging over the edge. That's the look. That's the look.
Oh yeah, it's like a sloppy look. It's like
I want to
when
see that.
people used to, untuck their shirts, it's
He's like, man, my taint is just so chafed. I'm sorry.
I'm sure.
It's kind of like the equivalent of like loosening your tie at the end of
Loosening your
work. He's like,
tie,
oh,
yeah.
excuse me. I just got to become snap.
Well,
They're
oh,
hanging
that
out.
reminds me of this. This was a long time ago in 2007. I was working at a club, Cap City in Austin, Texas,
Whoa.
and Tom Segura was with me, and the comedian Tom Segura, and Christina, his wife, was also there. Well, she was his girlfriend at the time, and the three of us went out on a boat ride, and I pretended to be French, and I pretended as if this was a normal thing to do in French culture, was to sort of, in the same way that you undo your tie or that you undo your one piece shirt, whatever you want to call it, I unbuckled my pants and unzipped my fly and also unbuttoned my pants, and I didn't really show anything because my shirt was tucked in underneath, but I opened it up as if this was like a normal thing to sort of let things breathe a little bit, or just make things loose. And I kind of just try to play it off like it was a normal thing, and I think people were kind of looking at it, but also thinking, oh, I guess that's normal for a French person to do that.
If you do anything with confidence, you'll get away with it. That's funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you
Confidence.
have your shirt sort of like sticking out of it a little bit, or was it just
You couldn't see my underwear really. It was just my shirt was over my underwear in a sense, so, but I undid it, and was sort of just like, oh yeah, this is, or I wasn't even speaking English. I was just,
you should have brought like pulled a handkerchief out of it and like blown your nose with it or something.
oh yeah, that could have, and then put it back in too.
Yeah, like it's because exactly. Like there's a reason for, I don't know.
Reach into it, and there's different things
Yeah.
that pull out. That's interesting. Yeah, it's like a Mary Poppins kind of thing. There's,
Yes.
So-
Until a lamp comes out.
yeah, there's I give a flower to somebody. It's like,
Yeah.
a flower for you
Yeah. Why don't they have pockets on the inside of your pants,
that you can reach into your crotch to.
Yeah. So like you got to, your pockets are on the outside. People can pickpocket you and, things like that. Why don't they be on the inside and have belts be just elastic belts? Bring those back, or just elastic pants. Then you got to take your wallet out. You pull it out cartoonishly and put your hand in your pants, and then pull out whatever you got in there,
It just gets progressively more flat. Like people thought you were wearing like a cod piece or something, and then you take like your wallet out and it just gets smaller and smaller.
Yeah, imagine cargo pants, but the pockets are on the inside.
Cargo
so you
crop.
reach way down your pants every time you want to do something.
What if
Yeah.
the cargo part of it though was right where your penis and balls were? So it's like it's a cargo,
It's
front.
like a hip pack. It's like a
cargo
hip sack, but it's inside,
Right.
right? Like a fanny pack,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
right in front. So you're just like rooting around in there.
Yeah.
Why not? I like that.
What if
Really
you had to get
keep it around.
change? You say, "Oh, I think I have some change in here," and then you have to pull out all these other things. You pull out a cucumber and you pull out a carrot, and then you're pulling out these different things.
You're like, I went shopping before
vegetables.
this. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. And then you pull out a little squash, and you say, "Oh, here it is," and then it's, I don't know. It's like
Brent, I bet if you had pants like that, they'll keep your blueberries nice and warm.
Well, my blueberries, don't they need to be? They need to be cooler, right?
Well, we discussed this, but I know you like them hot, so I'm just saying that'll be great for you.
You microwave your blueberries. Like, so it tastes like a pie filling?
Like a pie?
Like a pie filling.
Oh, pie filling. I thought you said pie zone. It tastes like a pie zone. Welcome to the pie zone.
Charles, I had a question. How did you transfer from being, working a job working for a company into how did you make the leap to freelance, and how did you get the gig? How do you get the gigs?
Oh my God. So, you know, when we were texting a couple weeks ago and I said I was ready to come out on air and talk about something awful
Yeah.
to me, and I gave you the password for the story, but I don't need you to say it because you just sort of segued it perfectly. I just basically started when I was at that job. I was just waiting every day for someone to like email me or call me and offer me a freelance job that I couldn't say no to, so I could feel like I could leave my day job, and just nothing would happen. And so I started writing to people, and there was an incident that I'm traumatized from that I will try to explain. But basically, I got followed on Instagram by an account called Kohler Official. As in
Kohler,
you know,
the
Kohler.
toilet, the sinks and stuff,
Yeah.
and toilets, perhaps.
Yes.
This is big.
So
Now, real quick, when you went like this, you were like, so I thought you were gonna like display like a wedding ring or something. But how about you're like this? So what happened was I was not engaged anyway.
So what happened was
this is how we no,
you
no.
propose. Also, this is kind of an interesting thing to do without a wedding ring. Just do this when you're talking to people. So
No,
anyway,
Yes. No, I like doing that. No, for real. It is a funny game.
Well, you're Italian, so you're doing your thing, right?
But also, you know, what's funny is to make the hand look almost not like it's yours, you know? So yeah, I went to the bank and I went, you know, I said, okay, well, I'd like, you know, 20s, please. And then they said, okay. And then, and then,
It's just like,
it's like, well, who's hand? It doesn't even necessarily look like my
so,
hand. you know?
Charles, what was that password that I didn't want to go
So-
scrolling through my thing?
No,
but-
it was
yeah.
Kohler. It was
Wait, so
Kohler.
you, oh, Kohler, it followed you, right? And then what?
No. What was the password? I missed it.
The password was Kohler.
Oh, that was the password.
That was
Gotcha.
the password.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the password. And
I
then-
apologize. I'm a horrible story.
No, we keep
no.
butting in with our dumb jokes.
Yeah, we're doing this whole hand
With our
thing.
nonsense.
I'm just a bad storyteller because I haven't
No.
rehearsed this.
No, we're rude story listeners.
No, we keep on doing this. Yeah.
Yeah, we keep doing this shit.
No, please keep doing that. It helps. It relaxes me. Yeah, so I got followed by Kohler Official, and I look at the page, and they have about 30 followers. And I somehow convinced myself, oh, you know, maybe Kohler started a new account. Maybe an intern started a new account for them, and they're just like starting their page now. Well, I was coming up with reasons like to tell myself that this was the real Kohler, even though it obviously was not the real Kohler account. But all of the posts were like advertising their products, and it just seemed really real. And I messaged them. To be clear, they did not message me. I messaged them saying, I'm a big fan of Kohler. I'd love to do a commercial for you. Hit me up, email me. And they immediately responded, and they were like, yes, like this is the official Kohler. We just started this account. Like it's an intern. But like, let me pass on your reel to the big dogs, blah, blah, blah. So like weeks go by, there's like some back and forth, and then I get like a message saying, send a treatment for the video you want to do. And I slaved over this video treatment. Have you seen the movie The Party with Peter Sellers?
Yeah.
I wanted to like recreate a scene from The Party with Peter Sellers and do it for them. And like I had people helping me on it. I was like practicing this presentation for people. I was like going into my office feeling like like I was about to leave and quit because I got this gig with Kohler. I send them the treatment, and then the Instagram account messages me saying, LOL. And I'm like, LOL, what are you talking about? And they said, this is just a shit posting account. Like, I can't believe you actually sent us
Oh my God.
a treatment like that. That was all completely fake. Like, I can't believe
Oh
you
my God. No.
Yeah,
No. Oh my
yeah.
God.
And so,
Wait. So you got catfished by a toilet?
yes.
Holy
And
shit.
I thought that it was gonna be I thought I was finally gonna be able to crack my way into show business, but no, it was
Good one.
Did they think that you were joking around with them when you said, "Oh, I'd like to make a video for you"? Did they think that you were having, or do you think they were trying to play you?
No, they were trying to play me, and I could tell that after it got to that point that they felt bad and that they had to fess up to it because they were like, they came clean.
At least they didn't say, you got the gig. It's $100 grand.
give us banking information.
Definitely quit your job now.
No, I wish that had happened because I should have quit that job.
What if they said, welcome to the Kohler family?
Yeah, I was ready to embrace them with open arms. And anyway, like, no one that I know knows about that. Like, all the people that were helping me on it that I like live with and see every day, none of them know about this. They all think it was a real gig, and if they listen to this podcast, they'll know that all of that was fake. And
did you say like, oh, you know what, Kohler, they went in a different direction. They decided to go with a different director.
I just slow faded on it. I just like.
You just kind of stopped bringing it up, and no one really cared because okay.
Yeah, well, because I didn't tell them that we ever got the gig because I don't believe anything until it's pretty much out in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that was horrible, and it was in a really difficult time with my job, and I really thought that that was going to be how I got out. And but basically, to answer your initial question, I continued to do that, reaching out to people and just making shit, and eventually someone just responded to me and was like, yeah, you can do a commercial for us. And I quit my job. And I don't know, it's weird because I was so ready to have all of those opportunities come flooding in when I was stuck at that job, but they only actually happen when you quit first for some reason.
Yeah, you always got to just take the leap.
I wish someone had told me that. I wasted 2-3 years of my life.
That's nothing. I wasted way more years than that.
What are you talking about? No, you haven't.
Trust me. I'm still wasting these years. I got to take the leap.
What's your next leap? I feel like you do it all.
I don't do it all. I don't do anything. I do this.
But the stuff that you edit and make in your video, like you do everything that I want to be doing. So I can't really imagine.
Well, look, I'm not getting, I make videos that I like, that I think are funny. I make my own content here and there, but I want to make the big dog. You know what I mean? I want to make that Kohler shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, don't we all?
You know, I want to make like a feature film, and you're the one who's actually doing it. You're the one making albums in your car. You're the one having Scone Wednesdays. You're doing way more than me. I don't have Scone Wednesday.
But you could.
I feel like Brody right now.
Well, you guys are both awesome, and I admire what you both do.
But you know what? Me and Brent, we had our first meeting to talk about the film.
No way.
That's right.
Tell me more.
Well, you know what? You have a part in it. We should put you in it.
I have a part in it, but you're.
Well, I got to ask Brent first.
He just said, you know what? You have a part in it. We should put you in it.
Well, that's how things happen. We just decide that you have a part, and then we'll write it later.
But it's also funny to say, you have a part in it. We should put you in it.
Yeah, no.
So is it possible for her to have a part in it and not be in it? Is that possible? I wonder.
It's just
when I said part, I didn't mean like a part, like a role.
You meant like PA.
I'm talking craft service. Yeah.
Yes.
Something like this. No.
Kohler services.
Also, you have a part in it, and it's just, you know, do you want to be in it? It's like funny. You have a part. Yeah. Anyway, it's just funny. It was a funny thing to say.
This part for you, special for you. You should be in this.
Look, I make promises all the time, and I deliver.
That's what everybody says about you.
If you know, you can also we can make a song. You can make a song for it, but I demand that it made in your car.
That's fine. But what can I know more about this movie?
Well, I want to talk about it, but I kind of don't want to talk about it because
Keep it under wraps, right?
keep it under wraps. Because you know what? I sold a TV show like a year and a half ago, and I didn't want to tell anybody. And then months and months were going by. I was developing it, writing it. And then people started finding out because, I was working with some people on it. And then I just was like, if I tell someone, it's going to be jinxed and it's not going to happen. Sooner or later, it went down the Kohler.
Oh man, I'm sorry. That's just the name of the game, but that's awful.
Well, that's how the TV show, the business works.
Doug, is it completely down the Kohler though, or can it be?
It's not down the Kohler. It could go to another Kohler. It could.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not sorry because there will be more, but that's just, I know that it's disappointing.
and you know what? Screw Kohler, by the way. American Standard or Toto are way better toilets.
Toto. Yes, that is the one and only gold standard porcelain throne. But like, you can't get mad at Kohler for that fiasco.
I know. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to name some other toilet brands.
But
you just wanted to name drop Toto.
But you probably can't help but have a little bit of an associate, or are you able to be cool about Kohler? And if you see Kohler, it doesn't make you feel bad or anything?
No, I'm cool about it now. Like, as I said, this is the first time I have been ready to talk about this, and it's been a year. And
this was the traumatizing thing, yeah?
Yeah, this was traumatizing. And
how did it affect? How did the trauma show itself to you? What happened to you?
Nothing. No physiological reaction. It's just I felt defeated and like I was gonna be at that job that I hated forever.
Mm-hmm.
So did you quit?
Really excited.
Did you took the leap based on that disappointing revelation that it was a toilet troll?
Well, yeah, like after about a month of feeling disappointed about that, I was just like, I'm wasting time. I need to just do this.
It was a positive thing in a way.
It was 100% a positive thing.
Well, Charles, I really appreciate that you said this on the show, and you're really showing your vulnerability here.
Thank you.
And we appreciate that here at the Poundcast. And I speak for Brent when I say that, right, Brent?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's right.
It was good to say it out loud.
We want you to feel like this is a safe place.
Yeah, this is a safe place.
You can express yourself and let your mind and body do its thing.
Yes. Thank you, you guys.
And we appreciate that you feel comfortable enough to be completely honest with us about your hardships.
Thank you.
So, okay. So after that, you just said the dream was already implanted in your head. I get to have this gig, so I'm going to just live my dream anyway. So you quit your job?
Yeah, I quit my job.
What did they say when you quit?
Oh, I mean, like my boss was just kissing my ass and pretend. Oh, God, it was painful, but great.
Did your boss be like, we can pay you 3 times as much?
Well, what did your boss say?
All of a sudden, it turns out they can pay you way more now that you're threatening to leave.
Did the boss say to you, look, we'll pay you $10 million, but you also have to get butt implants and then if you stay, or we'll pay you $10 million and we'll throw in the butt implants for free.
I wish. No, I know that they were trying to, I honestly probably should not talk about this because it was a whole thing, but I'm sure they were celebrating that I quit.
Do you know who was behind the account?
No, and I recently tried to find it again, but I could not find them. I think that they gave up what they were doing after that. I think they felt bad.
Would you consider changing your name to Charlotte Lindèn Ercoli Coe?
E. coli Kohler.
You know how people call you Charles, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But how do you feel about it if I say Charlotte?
That's fine. I don't care what anyone calls me.
Okay.
There's a lot of names to choose from here, Brent.
Right. No, there's a lot to pick from. There's a wide variety. You have a cornucopia of names.
Do you guys have any nicknames that you get called?
Yeah.
Like what?
Big Daddy.
You know, Mr. Pimp, you know,
Yeah.
the ultimate master,
Yeah.
ultimate master.
Ultimate monster. The ultimate monster. Who calls you that?
I didn't say that. I said master, but
Oh,
I mean,
I thought you said the ultimate monster.
the ultimate monster. No, I'm making these up, and nobody calls me
Well,
this.
I made mine up too. I thought ultimate.
I thought it'd be
monster.
funny. Yeah, super buff guy. You know,
Yeah, just like
ultimate,
muscle man. I
you know,
get.
full on muscles. They call me. You know, they call me. You know,
Brussels?
they call me sharpest master. Okay, sharpest monster. Okay, so
Sharpest monster.
I get I get lots of names. I got you know, sir. People call me sir sometimes. They call me
Sir.
they call me
Man. I get ma'am. I get sir.
man.
Baby girl.
Charles.
Baby girl.
Charles. Yeah, baby girl. They call me baby girl. They call me sweetie, honey cakes, honey buns, they call me. They call me honey bunches. Yeah.
But you know what? Speaking of sometimes dreams do come true on Instagram because well, not net well, okay, I have a few examples here. I made a one of my little rap videos and I mentioned CCS pants. CCS is like a skate company.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
it just rhymed with something. And then CCS DM'd me and they were like,
That's great.
"We love this. Do you want some free CCS pants?" I was like, "Yeah."
Of course I do.
And then like I got some free CCS stuff. And then I kept in touch and then I made a commercial for CCS and that's coming out soon.
That's so cool.
Oh,
It's very low budget, but it's pretty fun.
That's really fun though. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it was really fun.
you know what kind of reminds me of?
It's on my
One time-
Patreon if anyone wants to watch it.
There was a. You should put it on the Poundcast Patreon too. Well, I guess it needs.
I could, yeah, I will. I
Well,
will.
maybe you have to have stuff that's exclusive to yours and exclusive to the podcast. But someone contacted me once, and they said, "Hey, I'm a fan of your stuff, and you know, I also run a clothing company. You know, if you ever want some pants, you know, let me know." And you know, I looked at what their pants, what they sell, and I thought, and no offense to them, and this is a sweet gesture, obviously, but was so not my, just not really my style, you know.
Where they like
Um,
drop crotch.
Well, I
jeans.
almost want to think I maybe want to show it right now, but they were just so so
Brent,
loud.
take
and-
the free stuff. It doesn't
Well,
mean you
no,
have to
I mean-
wear it.
Anyway, it was a nice gesture and everything, but it was just kind of funny because, I mean, how well do you know what I'm about? 'Cause,
see-
I
can
mean,
we
can
see
you
it?
really picture me?
Can we see it? Then
wearing
we'll wrap up the main
They know
episode
you're a
and then
comedian, so maybe they thought that, but you wearing it would be funny or something.
Maybe so, yeah. I don't know if I'll even be able to find it, but I
well,
can-
you know, I'll tell you about another dream that came true. A long time ago, I made a fake sponsor me skate video. Sometimes skaters make a little demo of themselves skating, and it's like how they send it around to companies to get sponsored. I made one, and it was like all shot on green screen and like super fake, you know. And then this company sponsored me. They sent me. I'm still sponsored by them.
Wow.
Oh,
that's-
really?
Yeah,
You're sponsored?
I'm sponsored. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, that's super cool.
He sends me decks all the time.
I listen. Oh,
They'll send me decks. Anyway,
Cool.
very nice. Doug, I listen to your song "Bodies" a lot. I don't know if you can hear it, but that's a really, really good song.
excuse me,
On behalf of Doug, let me just say thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Charles. Thank you for being on the show. We should probably wrap up the main episode, and we'll
heads up,
talk a
she
little
was-
bit more after dark.
She
Did
was
I miss something?
complimenting your, she was complimenting your song, the song that of
Yeah,
yours,
"Bodies" is such a good song.
Really? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I listen to it all the time. Like the instrumental intro is my favorite part of it because it sounds perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I wish I could get sponsored by. You know, it'd be cool if one of my songs or one of your songs gets on. What if in a sick twist of fate, Kohler hears your song, and it puts it on one of its commercials, and you still get the Kohler. What if Kohler is listening now? You know.
Well, they probably are
Actually, what if they
sponsored by
felt,
Kohler. Thank
oh,
you
you
to
know what? We
Kohler
should
for
give her an
sponsoring.
opportunity. She had that thing happen to her, you know.
Yeah.
We know we're gonna find out about when we go into After Dark. We're gonna get to know Charlotte a little more. We're gonna find out what kind of young woman she was in high school on the next After Dark.
Coming up right now.
That's right. Thank you to all of our people involved who help us do the show. That would be Chloe Bonilla, Jack Birch, and
Kohler.
Jackie Kohler, and Jackie Montana.
And thank you to our Patreon subscribers. That's how we keep doing this show.
And
that is how and why. And thank you to Louisville Vegan Foods, LouisvilleVeganFoods.com. Use the code word Poundcast for 20% off. Thank you to them. And yeah, so if you want to support us and get bonus material and listen to us keep talking to Charles and get a good deal before the May 5th when it goes up to only $5, get on patreon.com/poundcast and subscribe today.
Yes.
Better hurry.
And real quick, Charlotte, just to make sure, I mean, I know you don't like to talk about your stuff or whatever, but do you want to mention where people can find this new stuff of yours that's coming out and whatever, you know, real quick before we end this main episode?
It'll be like, it'll be on everything that you can find music on. It's called Let's Start a Family Tonight.
One more time.
Let's Start a Family Tonight.
Let's Start a Family Tonight by Charles. The artist is called Charles. Highly recommend it. The new song is really cool. And I'm thinking this is good stuff.
And if people want an easy way of finding the links to things, they would go to, say, an Instagram account or something?
They can just look up Let's Start a Family Tonight on like Spotify or whatever.
Sounds good.
We'll figure it out.
Thanks for doing this. Thanks for coming back on the show, Charles.
You guys.
And let's go to After Dark in 3, 2.
Talking on the Poundcast. Doug and Brett talking to each other.